Missed. Do you want to be on YouTube? No? Do you want to be on YouTube? I'll make sure I get you then, Tom. Hello and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. Now what we are doing what's called a guide coat. You can see we've undercoated it, and what you have to do is rub it down to make it nice and smooth, and also to open up the pores and give it something to key to for the actual paint to stick. Now you do have to be careful. If you rub down undercoat, you do not want to leave it for too long, because otherwise it will seal itself back up and it won't key properly. So as you can see now, we've got it all, well, half it rubbed down and ready to go. Just see this side coming up, you can see the guide coat. Now you can use spray cans, and there's lots of different ways to use it. This is special guide coat, but there is other ways of actually doing it. That's a 320 sanding pad, and as you can see, it's got a bit of sponge to it, so it means you can actually use it with your hand and you won't create little lines and divots in the paint, because we are using slightly different paint here, and that's what we can do for it. Now you can just see here we have done the roof and the plastics, which you'll see very shortly, and that's how we did it in 2 stages. And you can see the guide coat that's left there, and I did the roof first and the plastics, and then doing the van afterwards. It was just easiest to do it that way. Right, there we go. It's now sprayed. Obviously you can see the yellow there, but that's all going to be covered. You can see the yellows when you open the doors, but I am going to do a separate video on what I'm going to do, because I am going to do something slightly different with that, and I'll show you that in a separate video. But days 4 and 5 were essentially just rubbing down. Day 4 I rubbed down all the plastics and got the roof done, and actually painted the plastics and the roof. Day 5 then we actually painted the van, and then this is technically day 6. I think I'm right in that, I can't really remember. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically put everything back together. Still got lots and lots of work to do on this. I've still got to get my wheels, still got to get all my lights. My plastic clips haven't arrived yet, which is really annoying. So I can't put all the bottom plastics on because the clips just are not here. And I know I'm going to get people saying, well, you can't, you have to remove these because you can't spray them properly. Look at that. The spray got all the way in there because I masked them up properly. There's no spray on here. I've got to clean all this off because this is all sanding dust and stuff. So the paint got in there absolutely lovely. This is the van. Once we get everything back, it's gonna look a million times better. All the lights, all the bumpers, windows, and yeah, it's just gonna look spectacular once I get all my stickers on. Now unfortunately, once I get all my stickers on, I'm not gonna be able to show this van again because it's gonna have all my numbers on and all my stickers on. So hopefully I can get all the lights put on before I get my stickers on, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to show you it. But yeah, new wheels, new lights, new stickers, new everything. It's going to be awesome. So what I'm going to do now is just spend a few more hours putting everything back together. I'll time lapse a few things and I'll just do a few things off camera, and then you can see the finished article. Well, it's not going to be finished because I can't get them bloody things on until Monday now. Right, you can see it coming together with a few black highlights, just how this green pops once I get my black alloys too. And before anyone asks, no, this is not Kawasaki green, this is my own special green. My friend here has his own paint scheme and we actually mix this, so this is custom paint. No one else is going to be able to get it unless I give them the actual color codes. But yeah, so this is not Kawasaki green, this is bright and it's a custom green, but just look how nice it's coming along now. Lovely. We are getting there. Look, I'm getting the ears on the back plastics. We come across to the side and I've got all the windows and doors and everything back on, wing mirrors. Now I don't know if I actually showed this, but when I opened this door it used to click and it was horrible. So I've changed the check strap and I've also changed the windscreen wiper. I need to fix that too. The windscreen, the door motor, because it was making funny noises. Now I am going to do in a separate video on what I'm going to be doing on the inside the door, so stay tuned for that. But are you ready for the front of this? Now people told me to keep it yellow because you want it to stand out. Now this stands out. Just imagine when I get all the bull bars, all the lights, all my stickers over it. It's gonna look awesome. Get my wheels. Still a lot of work to do. It's gonna take me a few months to do all this because I can't afford it, you know, to do it in one go. But look at that. Oh. Right, I had to use some rib nuts in a certain part, and always check them, because you see the threads there. I was screwing this one in before I even started and it wasn't screwing in. I thought, what's going on here? And look, no threads have been cut in to this rib nut. So you could have squashed that in place and then been in a lot of trouble. Right, that's all I can do for the day because I've got a little bit of work to do on the tow bar and the clips haven't come for that yet. So it's only taken me about half a day to get this back together. So by Monday, it's now Saturday, but by Monday when the clips come, it's going to essentially be a full day, if that makes sense, over 2 days. But as you can see, it's looking awesome. We're getting there. Just imagine with all the lights on, all the wheels on and everything. I don't want to show a picture yet of what I want it to look like. I don't want to spoil it. But Yeah, awesome people. Right, look, it is done. Now I haven't had a chance to clean it, all the plastics and stuff still absolutely full of dust, but just look at how it's come out. Now again, just wait until I get all the stickers on it, all the lights on it, the wheels on it. I'm getting some lips for the lights, I'm getting a rear spoiler for it. It's not a big spoiler or anything, but just look at that. It's turned out absolutely awesome. Cannot wait to start getting everything else on it. Look at it, people, look at it. As you can see, look at that. Look how flat and smooth that is. I'm really I like that. Now, if you've ever tried to fill a panel before, a long panel, it's the worst thing to do to not get it wavy. When it's filled and when it's undercoated, it looks fine, but once the shiny paint comes onto it, you really notice the difference. The other thing came out really well too is this line. Look at that line, absolutely perfect, nice and sharp. It's the same as here completely. It was all completely missing, and then up here we had a huge dinting, if you remember, as well. So that's all been done, and it looks awesome. Right, it's been about 3 months now after I've sprayed the van. Roughly, you'll see from the comments on my videos, people always ask me, well, how come you just released this video but there's a comment like 2 months ago? It's because I released my videos to my Patreons first, so that's why you see older videos. And I've had this van on the road now for about 3 months, and I've done lots of videos which you'll see coming up. And it's one of them things that I kind of wanted people to hate it, hate the colour and hate everything about it, and I'll explain why. Because if people hate it, they look, oh, what was that? I've had people stop me in a petrol station and stuff and talk about the van, talk about the colour and how it stands out, and that's what I wanted. So whether you love it or hate it, it doesn't matter, because the fact is, if you actually hate it, it's even better for me, because you will look at it, and especially once the stickers are on it, and then you'll look at it, and then you look at it again, you say, oh, mobile mechanic, or 24 hours and all this sort of stuff. It means you'll see it and you'll think, oh, rather than just kind of having stickers on a van where everyone drives past and ignores it, with this van, they actually look. The amount of people that look in the streets and nearly walked into lampposts because they take a double look like, what? And it's just hilarious and absolutely brilliant. And that's exactly the look I was going. So whether you love the colour or hate the colour, doesn't matter. From a business point of view, it is absolutely fantastic, because everybody looks at it, and once people look at it and they see the signs on it, they'll know what I'm doing, and they might not need it straight away, but they'll say, oh, there's a mobile mechanic in there, and they'll see the van a few times. When I'm in people's gardens and I'm in people's driveways, it sticks out like a sore thumb, which is exactly what I wanted. Now, especially once I get everything else done to it, all the lights and everything, I still haven't done that. The van is just sprayed. But once we get everything, it's going to look absolutely awesome, and people double take. People are going to know exactly what I do. I'm going to stand out, which is the most important thing. So as always, I hope you enjoy it. See if you guess the colour right. And as always, links up here, links down below. But most importantly, don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted.